Hello, welcome back to the Magpies Cottage Knitting Podcast. I'm Joanne Kiley. I own Magpies Cottage. This is a small local yarn shop in Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin. We also carry fabric, as you can see. I love to quilt, so we have most quilting supplies here. But mainly our focus is yarn shop. And I also love to knit. And now weaving. Weaving is entering my life, as you saw last week. So let's jump right in and talk about what am I wearing. I'm wearing my Gemini pullover. It was a knit along here at the shop about 2 years ago. It's been a while now. And mine is made out of cotton cashmere. I did not bring the ball over to show you, sorry, but it's a cotton cashmere blend, but it's washable. I can throw it in the wash machine on gentle and lie flat to dry. I thought, well, that's nice, but it feels really nice and soft and cool. So that's what I'm wearing. What's new in the shop this week is we got in some Pattercakes from Rhichard Snuggly, same as their Snuggly Baby yarn, but this is gradient cakes. We have 4 different colorways. I brought 2 up here to show you, and we have the other ones in the shop. You can stop by and see them. They're big balls. They're, what are they, 150 or 200 grams? 150 grams. So, yeah, I think not only would they be nice for baby blankets, but I think they'd be nice to make a shawl out of, have a gradient shawl. I think that would be beautiful. Also in the shop, we restocked our Quilters Dream Batting. The 80/20, we got a bunch more of that in. And then the one I'm most excited to show you is we got a new supplier, and it's called Rhichard Devrieze. This is yarn made in Canada. I saw him on the Grocery Girls podcast. They called him Dick, but he also said they're the only ones that ever call him Dick. His name's Rhichard. He has the sheep. He dyes the yarn himself, makes up these kits, and what it is a kit to make this shawl. And all of the kits are a drink. Like this one is strawberry daiquiri. You see there's the yarn to make the shawl, the 3-color shawl, and there's a little tiny yellow one in there. That's the garnish, lemon garnish, I guess it was. Or maybe it was a pineapple, I'm not sure. But and then there's a straw, a shot glass, some ice cubes. The straw has those little fold-out paper things on it, a little umbrella. So it's a drink, it's a shawl. We have many drinks up there. This is strawberry daiquiri. This one is a Manhattan. You can see everything in there. I guess I'm holding it upside down. And you can see Rhichard's label in there. It's Rhichard with R-H-I-C-H-A-R-D. This one is a mint julep. Those are really fun. We have several more drinks. Come in and check them out. I think we got either 5 or 6 different drinks. So each one is, there's mint julep. There's a blue one and old fashioned. So yeah, come in and check them out. So that's what we got new in the store this week. We also had that trunk show this week. Twin Mommy Creations was here. That went wonderfully. Thank you, everybody that came. and showed up for the trunk show and had some really lovely stuff. So thank you, Anne, for coming, and we look forward to seeing you next year, hopefully. Also in the shop today, it's Sunday, August 5th. We're going to have the bonus episode of Mystery Shell Mania 2. So anybody that purchased all 4 of the classes starting in September get to come for a preview bonus, which is today, and that's free of charge for those people. So yeah, that starts in just a couple hours here at the shop. And let me jump right into what I'm working on. Still, I'm working on my Glacier tunic from Locatelli. I'm gonna roll my second ball up because I'm really optimistic I'm gonna make some good headway. This is basically just what I knit at night right before bed, so maybe I get a half hour depending on how long the day was. Maybe I fall asleep in 10 minutes, sometimes an hour and a half, you never know. So that'll take a while to get done. When I was at my sister's last week, I knit on my morning sky. That was the most relaxing day ever. It was the day of the Random Lake Firemen's Picnic, and so we went to her house to watch the parade. I took 3 of my grandkids with, and they watched the parade, got candy, we fed them, and then they played out in the yard all day long till I took them home at night. And yeah, they just had a blast, and the weather was perfect. We sat outside in that weather. It was gorgeous, and just very relaxing, nice day. But I made some headway on my morning sky. Oh, it's coming off the needles. Let me pick them up before I show you, otherwise I'll be crying later. Okay, I really should use point protectors. So it doesn't look like a lot more done, but it actually was, because I need another ball now. I guess because I have it so big around. And each 12 rows we decrease 4 stitches, so it's going to get narrower and narrower. But yeah, that linen, that's just beautiful. And again, that's the Audra mix from Stacy Charles. It's linen silk viscose blend. I'm loving it, but it will never be done for this summer. It have to be next year. I was back down by that sister's house last night again. Our whole family got together. They went to the lake yesterday, but I worked. And then afterward, we played cards at her house. That was kind of fun. And my cousin was here from Nebraska, and it was nice to see her and meet her new husband. So that was a really nice time also over there. I left early because I had to work this morning, so I left about 9:30, got home a little after 10. So, yeah. I also have been working on my Fiddlehead Mittens by Adrienne Bazzelia. I'm probably murdering that name. I'm still trying to work out a method for color work. Now, I think I've decided that I like the one from Very Pink Knits. I can't show you. I got my yarn cut. Well, maybe I can show you a little bit. She holds her yarn both in one hand, and so when she does one color, she flips it this way. When she does the other color, she flips it this way, and just keeps her finger in between and goes back and forth. And so far, that's my favorite method. Down here, as we talked about, that I failed miserably. When I tried to do one in each hand, I'm a continental knitter, and one in each hand, I just was way too loose and too sloppy. And then, so I've been just trying different methods, and now these last probably 5-6 rows have been the Very Pink Knits method, and I like that. And that's out of Juniper Moon's Tenzing. Love it, love it, love it. Love that yarn. Feels wonderful. I already have gloves I made out of that same yarn, so I know I'll love the mittens. What's in this bag? Oh, this is my knits from last night. I was working a little bit on this shawl, this cowl that I'm making. Oh, I don't even know if I gave the pattern a name yet. No. So this is with the Brew City. Do I have the label? The one with the silk in. I think it's champagne. Oh my God, gorgeous yarn to work with. This is a pattern I'm coming up with. It's basically going to be much like my Infinite Possibilities, but it's going to be a cowl. It's smaller around. I'm going to make it twice the height. With this silk in there, it's very drapey. So this one is going to be more decorative than warm because it's going to bunch up and fall down. If you made the same thing with a stiffer 100% wool, it would be more of a stand-up and it would stay, better. So I'll finish this one and then I'll make it again with another kind of yarn and see what we get. And then I'll send it out to testers, and if anybody wants to be a tester, let me know. We'll send it out to testers and then we'll publish it. Yeah, very lovely. Can't say enough about that Brew City yarn. It's beautiful. Okay. Oh, better put the pattern in. Scribbles of a pattern. I had notes everywhere. It'll all get written down and printed up pretty. And of course, I'll do line by line instructions again, like I usually do for the patterns I write. For all the patterns except for the socks, I usually try to do line by line instructions so you can just check them off and go from there. So this item is a knit along we did a while back here in the store in the spring, and I never finished it, and it's time to get some love again. So I thought if I show it to you, that should encourage me to get back to it. It's just a basic feather and fan. Nothing, nothing tricky, nothing special, just feather and fan. And I'm using Euro Babe Jazz yarn, which does the striping. It stripes really nice in a little baby sweater, almost like an opal yarn would for a sock. But when you get this big, of course, you're stretching those stripes out. Good value on this yarn. What's it made out of? Acrylic? Half nylon, half acrylic, or close to half. So yeah, really soft and squishy. I don't typically like to use all artificial or whatever you want to call it, nylon and acrylic yarns, except for baby blankets, because you can wash these over and over and over and they will still look like new. So I do like it for that. Well, all these project bags makes me think of something else I did this week. I went in my office and I got some command hooks and I staggered them along one whole wall, and now I hang my project bags up there like they're a work of art. So I have a whole wall of project bags, all with projects in them that need to be done. So that part's not good, but at least they're there and looking at me, so I know I have to get them done. Oh, this is the mystery knit along, the crown wools that's going on. And I am far behind the others that are participating with this, but it's a lot of fun. I have clue 1 and done. Clue 2, I have the lace part done. I just have to do the fade part, if you will. And I'm enjoying it a lot. Now, if you want to see one that's further along, go to Frivolous and Frugal. That's frivolous and then the ampersand frugal. Look at their podcast and you'll see Dawn's, and hers is up to date. She's keeping up. We've had the first 6 clues already, and like I said, I'm only on finishing up 2. I think she's probably all caught up. She's a phenomenal knitter, so check her out on Frivolous and Frugal. She does a podcast with her sister Penny. You'll love it. Okay, what else is on my needles? That's about it. I think that's everything. That's enough, right? I need to get something done. Nothing done this week, no finished objects. I had 2 last week, which was really nice, but this week nothing's completed. Although I am nearing completion on my weaving project, when that actually gets done, I'll show you. Maybe next week it'll be done and I can show you that. I'm not going to drag the camera over to the weaving loom, though. That's not something that's portable. I can just bring over here and show you. Let's see. We have our Summer of Socks knit along going on yet. If you got any socks you've done this summer, Memorial Day to Labor Day, put it over in our Ravelry thread. Go to our Ravelry group. Called Magpies Cottage. You'll see a thread for Summer of Socks. Put your pictures in there. For every sock, put a picture. If you have 2 socks, put a picture of one by itself and then one with both of them together. Then that'll count twice. And what other events are going on? I'm going to be going to the Ann Budd Knit for Fun retreat in September. That's very exciting. I was on the wait list and I got in, and so I paid for my class and I'm going to be going there in September. I think it's really going to be a good time. If you haven't signed up for our Mystery Shawl Mania 2, you'll want to do that. The first actual class starts the first Saturday of September. Then there'll be one the first Saturday of November, first Saturday of January, and first Saturday of March. A series of 4 of them. They're all going to be using color work, so that's the theme this year for the Mystery Shawl Mania. You'll have a lot of fun, so sign up for that. And then everything else, I think we're just getting ready for back to school. It's that time of year. I went to Walgreens this week and got some really good deals on a few items, so I bought those few. And now next week I'm going to go to Shopko, and they got the folders for 10 cents and the notebooks for 17 cents starting Thursday, so I'll head out for those supplies. I don't usually go store to store, but some of those deals are just so crazy good you have to go for them. So I think that's about it. That's all I have this week. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.